A congressional candidate in Virginia accidentally outed himself as an avid porn watcher as he was ranting about something on his social media account. Now, he took a screenshot of his computer and then posted it on his Facebook page, and it ended up being a complete disaster. On his campaign social media page, Webb posted that a Republican committee officer might have been behind a prank call offering him a job. But the post, which included a screenshot of a Yahoo search, also included 2 browser tabs for porn sites. The porn sites included titles like Layla Rivera Tight Body.
Get it.
And Yvonne Sexy Amateur. Now, he's a conservative Republican, which makes this even better.
Okay? Of course he is. Yeah. But to be fair, he's just an amateur Republican. He didn't win his seat. So I don't know if he's a sexy amateur, though.
All right, let's take a look at the tabs. There it is. I mean, come on, man. First of all, there's nothing wrong with watching porn, okay? Porn is there. Not everyone watches it, but a lot of people watch it. It doesn't mean anything bad about you. The way to handle it is to come forward and just be like, you know what? Yeah, I watch porn, and that's okay. But you know what? He didn't respond that way. Webb later told a newspaper that he was testing the site for viruses.
Yeah, of course you were. Of course you were. That's exactly what you were doing. No. Okay, let's just note what a knucklehead this guy is, right? So you're putting a screen capture out to the public,
yeah,
and you're running for office. Mm-hmm. You didn't think to look at your tabs that were open. How stupid are you? I mean, how many guys have, learned the exact way to scrub every website they've ever been on? This knucklehead forgets scrubbing the websites, is like, oh, I got a screen capture. Oh, golly gee, I forgot Layla Rivera's tight body on there.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a conservative Christian running for office, etc.
Well,
and then you're going to tell me that you were checking for viruses on that porn site?
Yeah, he's an IT guy. Look, Jake, hold on.
You were.
You got to understand, though, he's a fiscal conservative, and his strategy of being a fiscal conservative is never closing his tab. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Cenk-like joke. Okay, can I read his?
A little better.
I want to read his statement here because I think it is so funny, right? So the virus checker said this was his reason for doing it. Curious by nature, he says, I wanted to test the suggestion that somehow, lurking out in the pornographic world, there's some evil operator waiting for the one in a gazillion chance that a candidate for federal office would go to that particular website and thereby be infected with a virus that would cause his or her FEC data file to crash. Okay, so now let me break it down for you. Because he's claiming that the other Republicans are out to get him and they made his FEC data crash, right? And he's like, so I thought that I'd go on a porn site to see if there was a guy who could then break into my FEC data waiting for the one in a gazillion chance that I would be going to that porn site.
Jesus.
Oh, come on, dude. This is the worst excuse ever.
Look, I know that he's a Christian and he has to hide the fact that he beats off, but just come forward and admit that you beat off. Like 99.9% of the male population, okay? It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's healthy. In fact, I want you to beat off, okay? It's a healthy thing. It's part of human nature. And if you don't do it, you're probably likely to be more irritable, moody. It's just, I don't know. I feel like he should be like the Trump of this campaign, right? This very local campaign. Like, he should just come forward and be like, yeah, I beat off. And moving on, right? Trump, I beat up. I beat off tremendously every day. I like to beat off to good porn, not bad porn. Okay?
Right. And I do it many, many times.
Many times.
And I'm winning with it. Whereas my opponents are losing with their masturbatory habits. Okay. And by the way, dude, like, you got nothing to worry about, man. You could have had a lot worse porn up there. Okay. I mean, tight bodies and amateur. Yeah, that's some amateur stuff. Okay. You could have some real fetishes up there that would have gotten you in real trouble.
That's so true. I mean, when you really think about the grand scheme of things and all the different genres that are available, that is the most mediocre porn imaginable.
He's such a Republican, even his porn is boring. And then, of course, in defending himself, he had to quote the Bible.
Yeah.
Because, if you're ever caught, I'm a Christian. Forgive me. So he quoted Psalm 105. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations. And for God said, masturbate away, and leave the tablet up, while you send that screenshot to the whole worldeth. By the way, you know, the Bible doesn't even tell you not to masturbate. The only thing in the Bible that is against, so-called against masturbation is
spilling your seed, right?
It's spilling your seed. And it wasn't in a case of masturbation. It was the case of Onan, who refused to ejaculate inside his sister-in-law. Not making it up. It's in the Bible.
Dirty.
Okay.
That sounds like a porn.
I know, right? That's like racier than the porn that Webb was looking at.
I know.
Okay.